Hey everybody, my name is Mike. I am Not for Coltrane. Welcome to your Coltrane Tuesdays, time shifted for the 20, excuse me, not the 20, oh boy, for the 18th day of November. That is the 11th month of the 2025th year of our shared common era. Thanks very much for checking out this program. I'm sorry that I'm unable to be doing it live today, but there's other commitments I needed to attend to, but still here for the new to me Vember series, doing another song that I learned just minutes ago, and we are going to see how this works. So I'm going to show you that, and then we're going to play around with the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game, wherein I'm going to take a song request that I have not looked at before. I'm going to have to play that song, the requested song, regardless of whether I know it. So perhaps it will be a song that I do happen to know, in which case I'll try to remember how to play it. It might be a song that I have some familiarity with, but have never played before, in which case I will have to try to figure out a way to play it here in front of everyone. Perhaps it will be a song that I don't recognize at all, in which case I will have to make up a brand new song right here on the spot with the same name as the song that was requested, thereby technically satisfying the requirement. That is how we play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. But first, we have a song of my choosing. So for this past week, I've been hanging out a lot in Pottsville, Pennsylvania, and I've been doing sound for the high school musical production at Pottsville Area High School, and the show that they did, which went up this past weekend and is now over. So I'm sorry you can't go see it. But the show they did was called Working, and one of the songs in it is by James Taylor, whom you may have heard of. This is a song of James Taylor's entitled Millworker, which he wrote for the musical Working. And then I'll tell you more about Working and about the book that inspired it and that led to it, and then how it's evolved and developed over the years. But first, I'm going to attempt to play the song Millworker by James Taylor from the musical Working. Again, learned just minutes ago. Let's see how this goes. Grandfather was a sailor, he blew it off the water. My father was a farmer, and I his only daughter. I took up with a no-good mill-working man from Massachusetts, who dies from too much whiskey, and leaves me these three faces to feed. Millwork ain't easy, millwork ain't hard, millwork ain't nothing but an awful boring job. I'm waiting for a daydream to take me through the morning, put me in my coffee break where I can have a sandwich and remember that it's me and my machine for the rest of the morning, for the rest of the afternoon, and the rest of my life. My mind begins to wander to the days back on the farm. I can see my father smiling at me, swinging on his arm. I can hear my granddad's stories of the storms out on Lake Erie, where vessels and cargoes and fortunes and sailors' lives were lost. My life has been wasted, and I've been fooled to let this manufacturer use my body for a tool. I can ride home in the evening, staring at my hands, swearing by my sorrows that a young girl ought to stand a better chance. So may I work the mills just as long as I am able, and never meet the man whose name is on the label. And it's me and my machine for the rest of the morning, for the rest of the afternoon gone, and the rest of my life. Millworker by James Taylor from the musical Working. So let me. I did just a bit of a dive into the context here. So back in, let me see here. Pull up my references. Back in 1974, a Chicago radio presenter named Studs Terkel started, or well, actually, that's when he published a book of interviews he had done with ordinary Americans from lots of different walks of life, from lots of different regions. And it was called Working. People talk about what they do all day and how they feel about it. It was a hit. The book went all over the place. Lots of people looked at it, and then it was developed into a musical which came out in, I believe, in 77, 78, thereabouts, went on Broadway, involved a number of people whose work you might be familiar with. The cast, the Broadway cast, I believe, included Joe Mantegna, whom you might recognize from Criminal Minds, Lynn Thigpen, who, for folks in my generation, is best known as the Chief from the Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego TV show and its spin-offs. The musical was, the book for the musical is written by Stephen Schwartz, whom you might also be familiar with because he did some other stuff like Godspell. He wrote Godspell. He wrote Pippin. He wrote Wicked. Has contributed lyrics to movies like Pocahontas, Hunchback of Notre Dame, Enchanted, um, and of course the two-part adaptation, the film adaptation of Wicked. So lots of fairly big names involved with this production. Like I said, it was on Broadway in the late 70s. And so a lot of it was adaptations of details from this book, these interviews that Studs Terkel had done. And they put together also, of course, making it into a musical, adapting details and ideas and concepts from these interviews into songs written by a variety of people, including James Taylor, who contributed 2 songs to the musical. Subsequently, the idea of interviewing ordinary Americans about their lives and about their jobs has continued. There have been a number of different projects related to it. There have been updates to the musical, one of which came out in I believe 2011 and 2012. Including some new songs, not only new monologues and new material in the Working musical, but also new songs by a then up and coming songwriter named Lin-Manuel Miranda. So yeah, lots of fascinating, I think fascinating stuff related to this project. And it's not a plot driven musical. It's really kind of theater as documentary. Not in the sense that it's literally the exact experiences of each individual covered in these interviews. Obviously, there are composites based on the experiences of multiple people, but still, this idea of this is presenting what it's like for people who work in all sorts of ways, whether they are stay-at-home parents or waiters or iron workers or any business executives, people working in cube farms, delivery people, all sorts of stuff. If you have an opportunity to learn more about working, or if you see somewhere that's doing a production of working, I highly recommend checking it out. I've really enjoyed working with the kids at Pottsville Area High School. They put a lot of effort into it. And for me, it also had a little bit of a personal experience because, in fact, the musical working was one that my high school did back in the late '90s. I had nothing to do with the production of it at that point, but the impact it kind of had on the school and on me and how it all fit together. The song "Millworker" really stood out in that production. And what stood out even more then was that another young woman who was a grade or two ahead of me, who was in one of the most popular bands in the school, at some sort of showcase. I remember vividly, some sort of singer-songwriter showcase happening in the cafeteria. She brought back this song, Millworker, from working, and played it in that context as a solo singer with a guitar player, with a guitarist. And it made a big impression. So yeah, so it was lovely to revisit this song and the larger musical with the young folks up in Pottsville, as well as all of the adults who were involved in directing and leading the production. So thanks so much to them. I don't have anything else to plug or to promote, so I think we're getting on to the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game here in this time shifted episode, because frankly, it's getting late and I need to get this posted online so it can come out. Again, the way this works, people give me song requests, song suggestions, and I have to play them regardless of whether I know them. Either it might be one that a song that I do happen to know, in which case I'll just have to play it if I can remember it. It might be a song that I kind of sort of know, like I have plenty of familiarity with it, but I've never tried to play it myself. Have to try to figure out how to play it. Or I might not recognize the song at all, in which case I'll have to make up a brand new song right here on the spot with the same name as the song that was requested, thereby technically satisfying the requirement. That is how we play the Not for Coltrane Stump the Band game. These are some pre-submitted requests from various events over the past year or two or three. I have no idea what's on them. My kid put in some requests as well. We'll see what they are. Oh man, I wish I knew more of this. Appropriately enough, when I'm talking about high school kids, the song is "Parents Just Don't Understand" by DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Let me see if I can hold it up in a way that you can actually kind of see it. Yeah. Man, I'm aware that a song by that name, by those performers, exists. I'm not sure if I've ever heard it. But that means we need to, this is a freestyle rap sort of situation, which is not really good for anyone. But it's where we are. All right, parents just don't understand. I got to come up with a sort of a hook for it. Um, that may not be long enough. It's not. understand my life. They don't understand the strife. They don't understand what I got to do. How it's me and you, how it's getting through. We don't understand what's going on, how it's going on. I do not know, I do not know. They just do not know, don't understand. They don't understand. They don't understand. Parents just don't understand. They don't understand what it's like to live in this world today. How it weighs upon our shoulders. Every day we're getting older and older. Gotta live, gotta life. Gotta get through this strife. Gotta find a way to get on out into the world. Maybe find a girl. Maybe find a boy. Who knows what is out there for you and me, for just me to see. I don't know what to do. I don't understand, but you just think you know all the answers, but that's not the answer. No, that's not the answer. No, that's not the answer. No, that's not the answer. Parents just don't understand. They just don't understand. Parents don't understand. Don't understand. Things these days are so complicated. I don't understand why it's underrated. Trying to figure out how to move, how to groove, how to get on through this world we live in. This world we live in, it's just like a pigeon that fly above. That's all the scraps that's here. Things that we hold dear. Wish we could find a way to get through today, but no, parents don't understand. 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 It's not getting better from there. Well, not the best freestyle rap I've ever done. Probably also not the worst. There were actual words in there and some of them rhymed. Not all of the things in there were actual words, but some of them were. Some of them were. So there you go. Thanks very much to whoever submitted this request. When they put in the line where they're supposed to put your name, the person submitting the card, they wrote DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, which is yeah. So that's, I'm quite certain that Will Smith and DJ Jazzy Jeff did not submit this request. But they did write a song called Parents Just Don't Understand, which bears some possibly passing resemblance to whatever it was that I just did there. So thanks very much to whoever submitted that request. Thanks very much to all of you who are watching, whether you're watching this during the premiere at the usual time when I would be here live, or if you're watching it on the replay. Any of those things are wonderful. Again, shout out to everyone involved with the production of Working over at Pottsville Area High School very recently, in fact, this past weekend. And not so new to me Vember continues next week, wherein I will do another song that is brand new to me, and we are going to see how that goes as well. So, but until that time, please take care of yourselves, take care of each other. My name's Mike. I'm not for Coltrane. I will see you soon.